Hi, Wake Up Yogis. So oftentimes in brand new beginners, the offer is there to practice in between practices on your weekly scheduled practice. So we're going to go through lunging Surya Namaskara and Surya Namaskara A so that you have a basic idea and you can walk through it anytime you want. Inhale the arms out and up, reach the palms up and overhead. Hands can be shoulder width distance apart, or if there's enough length in the spine, you might bring the palms to touch. As you exhale, you'll swan dive the hips forward and down. Release the arms alongside the body and dunk your chin towards your chest. Dare some weight forward across the toes into this really folded forward position so you're all tucked in. As you inhale, you'll bring your hands to your shins, press to lift your heart, extending it forward, leaning into the shape, reaching your heart away from your thighs, extending as much length out of the spine as you can, coming halfway up. As you exhale, you'll bring your palms to the floor and plant them there. Step your left leg back into a lunge. You want to sink the hips down towards the floor. Press the back heel back and reach your heart forward in space. You can think like you're stretching taffy. Inhale, and as you exhale, plant your palms to the floor. Step back into a downward facing dog. As you inhale, you'll ripple forward into a high plank, nice and strong. Press your heels back, reach your heart forward. Your gaze can be out rather than down at the floor. As you exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Shift your chest forward in space, and then bend the elbows directly behind. Plant your heart between your thumbs. Squeeze the elbows in. As you inhale, you'll slither your torso forward. Lift your chest, point your toes. Nice strong quadriceps. Squeeze the elbows in to a baby cobra. As you exhale, chin dunks towards your chest, toes tuck under. Shift your sits bones back towards your heels and then lift them up in space, coming into a downward facing dog, that upside down V shape. You'll breathe for 3 to 5 breaths here, drawing the thighs back in space, pressing into the palms as you spread the fingertips wide. See about softening any tension out of the neck. You might even remind it by shaking the head and rolling it in little circles. You'll breathe here for 3 to 5 breaths. And then on the first side, you'll inhale the right leg up and back. As you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Again, stretch your heart forward in space. Press your back heel back, extend your lunge. And as you exhale, step your toes together, extend your heart forward and up, bringing the hands back to the shins. As you exhale, fold your chin to your chest. As you inhale, reach the arms out and up overhead. As you exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Going through the other side, inhale the arms out and up. As you exhale, reach your chest forward in space, hinging in the waist, dunk chin to chest. Inhale, springing up, lifting the heart, extending the spine. Exhale, plant the palms to the floor. Step the right leg back this time. Now we're in a left side lunge. Reach your heart forward, press your heel back, expand. And as you exhale, step back to a downward facing dog. Moving forward into a high plank on the inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Point the toes, lift the chest and the heart. Be sure to relax the back of the neck here in baby cobra. As you exhale, send the sits bones up and back. Head down, bottom up. Right, gazing back at the thighs or the knees, or maybe even the belly button. Gradually the hamstrings start to open a little bit, breath by breath. Releasing that tension from the shoulders. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Expand forward with the heart. Press back through the heel. Lift the chest. Sink the hips. Exhale, step your feet together. Fold yourself in half, getting as close to yourself as you can. Reversing the arms out and up. Reach for the sky. Look overhead. Exhale, your hands come back to your heart. Coming back to Tadasana. Right, so that was lunging Surya Namaskara. Now we'll go through Surya Namaskara A. For this one, you'll inhale, right? We're the same up until here. Reaching the arms up and overhead. Again, they can be shoulder width distance. As you exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at the waist. As you inhale, bring your hands to the shins. Reach your heart forward in space. Lean into the pose. Long spine. As you exhale, hands to the floor. This time, you'll step 1 foot at a time back into that high plank. Heels press back, heart reaches forward in space. Now before we lower the knees, chest, and chin to the floor, and then moved into a baby cobra, here you'll have a different option. Squeezing the elbows in,
you'll lower your chest about 6 inches off of the floor. Squeeze the elbows in, come into this low push-up. Alternatively, you could drop the whole body to the floor, right, and untuck the toes. As you inhale, you'll reach your heart through your biceps, peel the shoulders open, the tops of the feet and the palms, ideally the only thing pressing to the floor. So the hip points, the thighs, the knees, the shins are all lifted. Right? Make sure your hands are stacked directly underneath of your shoulders. All right? Gaze is at the horizon line. Peel the shoulders open, soften the tension from the face. Exhale. Hips up, head down. Breathing here for 3 to 5 breaths once again. Pressing the heels back towards the wall behind you and then lengthening them down towards the earth. All right, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe even a slight bend in the knees if those hamstrings haven't opened all the way, to encourage some length. Pressing into the palms, lift the sit bones up. This time coming out, you'll inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, gaze forward for some balance. And as you inhale, you'll step 1 foot at a time between the hands, landing in that halfway up position. Hands to the shins or fingertips might line up with toe tips. Right, so notice if the body has a tendency to round when you bring to the fingertips to the floor, bring the hands to the shins instead to lengthen the spine. Right, even if that means you bend the knees a little bit. As you exhale, fold in half. Dunk your chin to your chest. Inhale the arms out and up. Gaze is up. Reaching through the spine, so lengthening through the fingertips, pressing down through the heels. Extending the tailbone down toward the heels as well as you exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Right, so obviously I went through that with a little bit of instruction. We'll just walk through one more time what one sun salutation looks like on its own, right, with just 1 breath to 1 movement ratio. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back. Lower down, chaturanga, or all the way to the belly. Inhale, the heart lifts, the shoulders peel back, gazing up. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathing for 3 to 5 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step both feet forward, land with a lengthy spine, heart lifted. Exhale, collapse chin to chest. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale your hands back to heart center, namaste, landing in Tadasana, back to mountain pose. And there you have it.